Hi everyone, welcome to SK Institute of Physics. Myself I am Diwakar. In my previous videos, we completed the concept of conversion of a galvanometer into an ammeter and voltmeter. In this video, we are going to solve and analyze the JEE Main's previous year questions based on this concept. I will show you how fast and a smart approach so that you can able to solve each question within less than 60 seconds. I am confident that by the end of this video, you will able to see to solve these questions quickly and accurately. So without wasting any time, let's get started. See here, observe the question here. First one, a galvanometer with internal resistance X ohms be used to measure up to a voltage of 20 volts. In order to increase the measure range of 30 volts, the required modification is, this concept is conversion of a galvanometer into an voltmeter. Here, we want to calculate the required resistance, means the external resistance that is connected in the series combination. Okay, see here, they given the resistance of the internal resistance means galvanometer resistance. So we know that the formula for the conversion of a galvanometer into an ammeter, formula is R is equal to N minus 1 into Z. Clear? See here, what is N? N means the readings, that is a reading means here, if you observe carefully, to increase the measure range of the voltmeter is 30 volts and 20 volts. There is a new division by old division. N value is new division by old division. That is 30 by 20 minus 1 into the value of G is X. Then R is equal to 0, 0 gets cancelled. Then 3 minus 2 by 2 into X. Then R is equal to 1 by 2 into X. R is equal to X by 2. Okay, then the correct option is, remember, conversion of a galvanometer into a voltmeter, we must connect the high resistance in the series combination. That's why the option A is the correct one. Clear? Next one. See here, a moving coil galvanometer of resistance 100 ohms. Galvanometer resistance is 100 ohms. It shows the full scale deflection of the current 1 milliampere. The value of the resistance required to convert this galvanometer into an ammeter shows the full scale deflection of the current 5 amperes. See here, conversion of a galvanometer into an ammeter. Clear? Okay, we know that. What is the formula for conversion of a galvanometer into an ammeter? Means S is equal to capital G by N minus 1. We know that N is equal to I by IZ. That is a main current by galvanometer current. Okay, see here, the total current means 5 milliamperes. 5 into 10 to the power of minus 3 by IZ value is 1 into 10 to the power of minus 3. These two terms gets cancelled. Then we get the N is equal to 5. Clear? Then S is equal to, in the place of Z we can write 100 divided by N value is 5 minus 1. Then S is equal to 100 divided by 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 ones are 4 25s are. Then S is equal to 25 ohms. Clear? The correct option is 25 ohms. Then next one. Okay. A galvanometer having a coil of resistance 30 ohms needs 20 milliamperes of current for the full scale deflection. If a maximum current of 3 amperes is to measured using this galvanometer, the resistance of the shunt to be added to the galvanometer should be 30 by X ohms, where X is, we want to calculate that X. The same concept, conversion of galvanometer into an ammeter concept. Okay, we know that the formula for the S is equal to formula capital G by N minus 1. Clear? In the question they mentioned S value is shunt resistance value is 30 by X. Clear? That is equal to galvanometer resistance is equal to how much? 30 divided by N value is equal to, here they mentioned the N value. Okay, 3 amperes is the main current and 20 milliamperes is the galvanometer current. Then we can write that is a 3 divided by 20 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Clear? Minus 1. Okay, here 30 gets cancelled, then cross multiply the term. Okay, then we get the here minus 1 gets cancelled, means cross multiply this term. That is 3 by 2 into, okay, 100. Clear? Minus 1 is equal to x. The next one is, see, next one is, that is a 2 ones 250, that is equal to 150. 150 minus 1, that is equal to x. Then x is equal to 150 minus 1 is 149. That is, the x value is equal to how much? 149. So the correct option is D. Okay. Similarly, next question. See here, a galvanometer has a coil of resistance 200 ohms with a full scale deflection of 20 microamperes. The value of the resistance to be added to use it a ammeter range of 0 to 20 milliamperes is, see here, same concept, same formula. S is equal to capital G by N minus 1. Okay, S is equal to capital G value is 200 ohms divided by, that is N value is, okay, N value is 20 milliamperes. Milli means 10 to the power of minus 3 divided by 20 microamperes is the galvanometer current. That is current flowing through the galvanometer. That is equal to minus 6 by 1. Cancel minus 3, we get the minus 3. Then that is equal to 200 divided by, okay, 20 also gets cancelled. Then 10 to the power of plus 3 minus 1. Okay, that is equal to 200 divided by 1000 minus 1, approximately 999. Approximately we can write this one as 1000. Okay, then 0 zeros, 2 zeros gets cancelled. Then 2 by 10 means 0.2 ohms. Okay, that is equal to 0.20 also we can write. Okay, that is the option is fourth option. Clear? Then shall we go for the next question? A galvanometer has a resistance of 50 ohms. Galvanometer resistance is 50 ohms and it allows a maximum current of 5 milliamperes. It can be converted into an voltmeter by to measure the voltage of 100 volts by connecting in series with a resistance of how much? Okay, we want to calculate the series resistance. That is high resistance we want to calculate. Okay, we know that R is equal to formula, one more formula we discussed, V by IC minus G. Clear? That is equal to, V value is equal to 100 volts divided by IC is the current flowing through galvanometer is 5 milliamperes. That is 5 into 10 to the power of minus 3 minus G value is 50. Okay, 5 ones are 5 20s. That is equal to 20 into 10 to the power of 3 minus 50. That is equal to 20,000 minus 50. That is equal to 20,000 minus 50 is 19,950 ohms. This is a high resistance value connected in the series combination. Clear? Then the correct option is D option. Thank you. Subscribe my channel, okay, to get the latest videos. Okay.